Well, I'm a voodoo child. Lord knows I'm a voodoo child. Jimi Hendrix's music has really inspired me to push the limits of my own music. He really just constantly pushed the envelope. He was very innovative, both in the sounds that he created and in the way that he played. He really didn't reserve any boundaries musically. On the night I was born, Lord, I swear the moon turned to fire red. I mean, I observed a lot of Jimmy's stage antics as well. And he was, besides the fact that he was an amazing player, he was a tremendous showman. And so I also kind of incorporated some of his showmanship in what I do as well.
Everybody having a good time? Yeah, put your hands together for all the amazing musicians that have been on stage tonight, man. It's a pleasure to share the stage with such talented guitar players and musicians and some of the guys that actually played the music with Hendrix himself, and I'm just glad to be up here paying tribute to one of the greatest innovators to ever play the guitar. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show, okay?
Stand up next to a mountain, chopping down with the edge of my hand. I've covered a lot of Hendrix music throughout the course of my career. And Voodoo Child's Slight Return is a staple in my live show. It's what I end my show with every night. And so I definitely, that's basically one of my favorite Hendrix songs to play, period. 'Cause I'm a voodoo child. Lord knows I'm a voodoo child. Well, Eric Johnson is one of probably the most technically unbelievable guitar players out there right now. So to watch him every night was a real treat. And the fact that I got to watch him so closely, you know, I could stand at the side of the stage and watch him. And, you know, we got to talk backstage about, you know, guitar tone and technique and stuff like that. So it was a really unique experience. But Eric is one of the most amazing guys to play the instrument right now.
Hey, what's better than playing a bunch of Jimi Hendrix music, you know? It's like when I found out about this, it's like, all right. It's like, I'd rather do this than play my music.
Shepherds and violins, I think I can hear the distance.
But you know, we're all here. We all play this guitar because of people like this right here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I'm Mitch, and these are my friends. I hope you enjoy the gig. God bless, eh?
We had a great time. Even being on the tour and being a musician, you never really knew what was going to happen from night to night. Like Mitch Mitchell, you never knew when he was going to walk out on the stage and play with somebody. Just get up anytime he felt like it. Hanging out with Mitch was great. I mean, I've gotten to spend a lot of time with him over the years because of the Jimi Hendrix experience. Johnny, again, one of the most talented guys that I know. Johnny is he's got an amazing voice. He brought a level of like soul to the vocals.
You gonna give me your money, you better save it, babe. Save it for your rainy day. I'm only one inch in his eye. Let me stand this through your fire.
Brought something new and young and fresh to the table, and it was a real treat getting to spend time with him on the road. We've never even actually toured together.
All right, folks, I want you to put your hands together now for a very special guest from Aerosmith. Would you welcome Brad Whitford? And along with Brad, the incredible Mr. Johnny Lang.
Doyle, I love Doyle, man. I love his music. I love his guitar playing. I love his voice. So it's a real treat for me to get to watch him play. And he does some really great Hendrix licks, you know, and he studied Hendrix a lot. I think he has a really in-depth understanding of Hendrix's music, and he was probably one of the highlights of the show for me.
I remember the bluebirds and the honeybees. They used to sing for the supper. My baby left, I ain't sang a tune all day now.
Yeah, Los Lobos, they were great, man. They came out onto the stage every night, a lot of energy, and you know, they had a great time.
Hey Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? Gonna go shoot my lady down. Around with another man.
There was a lot of jamming going on too, so they played with Buddy Guy, and it was a lot of fun to have them on the tour as well.
Hey Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? You gonna shoot your lady, cause you're kind of running around with another man. That's a shame too, man.
Every night it was a little bit different. It wasn't always the same show every night. And Buddy Guy sometimes would call, like I went out and jammed with him a couple of the nights, but not every night. So it's just like you never knew what was going to happen. And it's like this revolving door of musicians all night long. And you never knew which combination of musicians may walk out on the stage at any given moment.
One more time, man, come on.
Cool thing about it is you got all these people like myself that were influenced by Hendrix, right? And then you've got his real band members that actually played with the man. But then you've also got the people that influenced Hendrix, because Buddy Guy was a huge influence on Hendrix and his music and his approach to playing guitar. Hubert Sumlin, who was also on the road with us, was a huge influence on Jimi Hendrix as well. So it's like this really like 3 or 4 dimensional thing, you know, where you've got people that were influenced, people that did influence, and people that played with him, and the audience that's there to just kind of soak it all up.
Love is nice when it's understood. It's even nicer when we're feeling good. You got me flipping like a flag on a pole. Come on, baby, let the good times roll.
For a guitar player to be able to play with Jimi Hendrix's band members is like the next best thing to playing with the man himself.
Yeah, baby, come on now. Come on, baby.
It's just the kind of stuff that really like touches you on the inside and gets you fired up, you know? Listen to his music, man, it gets me like really riled up to go and do something and make something happen. And any music or a song that can motivate somebody like that just by listening to it is a powerful thing.